G'day guys, John here from Quest Systems AI. Just wanted to give you a quick overlook of the benefits of joining and getting access to our seven-figure contractor vault. So there's lots of resources and tools in here for any contractor, home service business owner or tradie business owner, and also for people who are in sales or might run a different type of business. There's lots of benefits. So I just want to give you a quick run through just so you can have a look and see what you've got access to. So I've set up different courses that are available to any of our clients. So there's a knowledge base, business growth vault. This is just something that I created to just help develop people personally, business owners. And then there's a MetaAds quick start guide. Obviously, some business owners, tradies and contractors and home service business owners might not quite have the budget to have their ads managed. And look, I've put together just a quick setup guide and a step-by-step sort of course. So available for anyone who's got the time or the ability to set these up and run them. Saying that, this is a little blueprint and a guide, and it will help you get started. But running meta ads is there's definitely a process behind it. Took me a few, probably 2 years to really get good at it and start getting really good results on my ad copy, which involved training. I read a lot of books and did some courses on ad copy and marketing, sales copy, and then also I've done courses on running meta ads and testing them, working out what works best. And there's also updates with Facebook. So that's just stuff you got to keep on top of. So it does take some time and to really get good at it. So the last thing you want to do is try and do it and just not get much of a good return and give up, because when they're done right, at the moment, they're the best return for money. But anyway, that's there available, and there's a local SEO blueprint for contractors as well. So this is another free course, just a step-by-step guide, similar to meta ads. It's something you can do, but to do it really well, it does take some skills, some learning, and some implementation of certain things that work and that don't work. So for people who are looking at starting a gutter guard business, obviously my background is I created and sold half of a successful gutter guard business. Grew that into a decent profit stream, and was able to sell that and bring in a full-time operations manager for that, who's the partner. So saying full-time, he only works about 15 hours a week on the business, and my input to the business for 50% of the profit is bringing in leads. So that's all I do for that business. Just use my skills in Google Ads, Meta Ads, SEO, and just keep the leads coming in. So we get consistent leads on a daily basis for that business, and it's a good little income stream and a good lifestyle type business. So if someone's thinking of starting a home service business, a niche business, might not like myself. I wasn't a tradie. I didn't have a background in trades. I just had a bit of a why and really wanted to start a business. And after some research, I came across gutter guard as a sort of niche product in different areas around the country, and then was able to turn that into a successful Tasmanian business. So that's a blueprint. Inside this blueprint, for anyone who is interested, look, I've priced it $297, but the information in here is, there's 10 years of value in here. It's got everything from setup and registrations, equipment lists, the infrastructure and stuff you need, workflows, the services you can offer with a breakdown of those, advertising material. So this has got downloads, different designs, just everything you need for a successful guard business. There's a operations and growth manual. This is all just templates, and yeah, all that needs to be changed is really your own business details. So your business name and contact details, that just needs to be the only things that need to be edited. Yeah, there's organizational structures, different things in here around business psychology and sales, things that I've just learnt over the years and that have worked, choosing a customer avatar, different things around the culture, client relationship management. There's some handling objections and complaints and stuff over the phone, how to deal with those types of things as a business owner. Yeah, and then this is being added to as well. So I've got to also add all the common email and SMS templates. So that's all going to be available. So you can just literally copy and use those in your business. So that will save hundreds of hours. But something like, you can see what's in here. So there's all downloads as well. So there's files attached to download. And you can sort of get a bit of an idea of how the course looks. It's got links as well. And this will be added to, and it's a one-time payment. You got lifetime access, so it's very valuable. To start a franchise, you're spending $50,000 for a guard franchise in Australia, and this is literally gives you the blueprint. It's pretty much everything you get in a franchise, except you own everything. You're in charge. You're not restricted by territory. You're not restricted by supplier. Big thing with the guard industry as buying a franchise is the franchisor will make their cut on material. If you are the business owner, then you can take. There's no cut that you're losing on that material. So everything you upsell to the customer, you keep. So yeah, and that we have contacts for probably the best couple of suppliers in the country. Just been doing it so long. And this is all stuff we can assist with. There's how-to videos, so installation videos. Someone might be new in the beginning of a guard business. You'll probably be on the tools and learning it, and then you bring in contractors and train them. You can also hire contractors who already have experience, and there's how-to videos, how to install guides, all workflows, SOPs, everything's included to run a business. And then I've also got the Sniper Sales Mastery. So this is $97 course. This can be used by any industry, any consultant, any sales professional, sales team. It's really valuable content. So I spent a couple of $1,000 doing NEPQ sales training, and it's one of the best sales courses on the planet. And it's all about selling without selling. So it's not a hard sell. It's directing the sales call or the sales conversation, and in a way that makes the client sell themselves. So it's a really soft sell. So this comes with a lot of different modules with explanations on how it all works, then with some downloads as well. And on top of that, I've also created a elite sales training audio masterclass. So just something like this, the amount of money I spent on all this was, in the thousands. So it's high value. So there's a call me back audio, how to call leads audio, cold calling examples. So then there's objection handling. So send me more information is a common objection that you need to handle. And usually, this listening to this teaches you how to overcome that objection. Usually when someone says send me more information, that means that they're probably not interested and they're not going to get back to you most of the time. So there's think it over objection. I'm happy with my current provider. Can you send me a quote? So all these things, you just click on it, and then it's got the audio here. Here we go. So this is all stuff you just listen to and absorb. I've listened to these audios hundreds of times. Yeah, so really valuable content. It's a good little course for $97, and that'll be added to as well. So it's just lifetime access. Then these things are stuff that I'm building out, the healthy contractors, contractors, tradies, stuff like that. Um, Running a business and maintaining health is can be difficult sometimes. You've got stress, you've got family, you've got work. So there's little tips and tricks I've learnt over the way that I've implemented to maintain my health. Certain things when it comes to health and fitness, diet's extremely important, but also getting the best return for the least output in terms of fitness and physical health. So that's just all things I've learnt over, for the last 20 years, really. I started out as a personal trainer 20 years ago, being extremely active and sporty. I thought I was going to go down the personal training space, but worked out those hours weren't conducive to my lifestyle. So, and then the wealthy contractor, another thing in the trades and contractor home service sector, when you are a business owner, you forget about your retirement, your long-term wealth. That's something I've always implemented from the beginning, was allocating a certain amount. Obviously, if you're employed, you get your super or 401k or whatever it is. So the onus has been taken away from you, and the control of your financial future is put into your employer. Obviously, you pay for that, otherwise you would be getting it as a salary, but you don't. So the government's chose to take control of that for you, so they don't trust that people can invest for their future. So right or wrong, I'm not sure, but so yeah, I'm developing a course to make sure contractors and business owners also have that long-term wealth factor in play and kept in mind. So it's just a lot of things that I've learnt over the last 15 years, strategies that I've implemented and investing for my retirement, both inside super and outside of super. So yeah, that'll just have a lot of different content and information and pieces that take in, and that's still being built out. So, and there will be a simple investment strategy for contractors and business owners. Something that I think the simpler it is, the easier it is to implement. So yeah, that's a bit of a breakdown of everything. Just want to give you guys a look, just so you could see the advantages of getting something like this. And this is, most of this stuff's free, and it's basically, it's just an added bonus for joining Quest Systems, having us provide you with a service that I think's highly valuable. It's the services we offer save time, put in systems, bring in leads, take you off the truck or off the tools, and get you thinking about working on the business, not in the business, and building that and turning it into an asset. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you've got this far, you're obviously interested. But I hope you get something out of this. And look, if you're keen to learn more, you can just book in a call. Click on the buttons on the site to book in that call and have a chat. And we can go from there. Thanks, guys.